Hi Neopians, it's me, your grandpa. Since the start of my time playing Neopets on YouTube, Neopets has been conducting monthly AMA videos covering recent updates and answering new questions asked by the community as a way to catch people up with the game news and keep people invested. However, February 2025 was the first month since my start where Neopets did not have their usual AMA livestream. It feels weird, especially since so many changes and updates have been made over the last couple of months. I've decided to make a little Neopets news video to catch you up on all the goings-on in case you need one. There are a lot of updates to various parts of the site to cover, involving Neopets Premium, Flash Games, the NC Mall, the plot, and the quest log. Let's talk about the free-to-play updates first, involving the plot and the quest log and whatnot, and then we'll talk about the paid-to-play features after. First, an update no one was expecting. The team has been working on making the games room relevant again. For a few years now, Neopets has been utilizing a Flash emulator called Ruffle to get some of the games back in action, and has been gaining various updated versions of Ruffle throughout the last few years. They posted an announcement in February that draws our attention back to the games room, stating Neopets brings back 16 classic games to the game room. The announcement features games that have honestly been working for a long time, as long as I can remember, like Barf Boat, which I've played here on this channel, but also some games that have definitely been out of commission, like Smelt. However, this announcement isn't quite true. Smelt, as a specific example, still doesn't work, as you're not able to send your score, which means you can't get Neo points for playing and you can't get on the high scores table for a trophy. On top of that, after this announcement, a hack became active on Neopets, where multiplayer games Kachikers, Geos, and Armada were being used to steal user account details. These games have since been taken offline while they figure out the issues. Neopets really boasted a resurgence of the games room here, but I would say they still have a lot of work ahead before their claim of a functioning game room is actually true. They also snuck in an update that allows premium users to submit 4 game scores a day instead of 3, but until the Neopoint prizes for sending a game score is scaled to the current economy, I don't see that being much of an exciting feature for premium users anyway. Next, we have received some changes to the equally loved and hated daily quest log. And I'm not talking about the prize pool, which we now know updates every few months. As most people know, before very recently, if you did not like the prize that you were set to get at the end of your 7-day streak, you could simply ignore the quests for that day, and your prize would change to a different option on reset of the next day. We called this re-rolling. In early February, TNT decided that this re-rolling of weekly prizes was an exploit, and disabled the ability for prizes to change if a day of quests was skipped. To the surprise of absolutely no one, everyone was upset by this. I was even upset about this, and I try not to get upset and just ride the wave, but like everyone else, I didn't want to suffer through a week of quests just to get a plushie I didn't want worth 10 Neo points. I want my daily efforts to be worth something, and if I'm not getting that dopamine hit at the end, I'm not doing it. Luckily, it only took TNT a few weeks to remedy this issue after seeing the backlash from the community, and honestly, the new system works even better. Now you can intentionally re-roll your weekly prize using a button found right above the prize icon in your quest log. It costs Neo points to do this, and every time you reroll, the price does go up exponentially, but this feature gives us a bit more control over the prize we want to go after, and maybe it'll help get a little bit of Neo points off the site while people try to go after the most desirable prizes. As for the plot, the Void Within was suspended at the end of 2024, and TNT stated at this time, "We're pausing the Void Within plot between chapters 7 and 8 to make exciting improvements based on your feedback. The Void Within will return after the holiday season in early 2025. Well, early 2025 has quickly come and gone, and the plot was supposed to resume the first week of March. When this didn't happen, another statement came out. We've made phenomenal progress, and although we were hoping to resume the story around this time, new priorities such as quest log adjustments and adding value to premium have set us back a bit. Due to these delays, we will need a little more time to ensure the plot is the very best it can be." So, pay-to-play features took a little bit of a front seat for a while, and we don't have a concrete date for its return, but the plot will be coming back. Also, why does this second announcement sound like a frantic email you would send to one of your professors at 4 in the morning when you haven't finished their assignment? Anyway, the rest of the updates I'm going to talk about involve premium and Neocash stuff, so if you've got premium already or are interested in what it actually offers, this next part might be interesting for you. TNT's actually been making a lot of changes to premium over the last few months, adding quite a few benefits and prizes for becoming a premium user. As a premium user, you now have premium streak save tickets, which allow you to save your streak if you forgot a day of quests or a day of Trudy's surprise. New Battle Dome opponents, which are going to be a rotating cast of opponents from previous plots, and they all come with their own unique prizes. The prizes won't be worth very much, other than the Nerk mids, which we've always gotten from premium Battle Dome opponents, but it's still cute to get new stuff. And it seems to be confirmed that they have upped the Nerk mid drop rate for the premium Battle Dome opponents, so Nerk mids for everyone. Premium fortune cookies starting on February 15th. You'll get a randomized fortune cookie from the NC Mall once a month as a premium user. Either a Fairy Quest cookie, Lab Ray, NC Archives, Upcycle, Plot Point cookie, or Trading cookie once a month, along with your usual customization item and premium goodie bag. Speaking of the premium goodie bag, it does look like that is now a permanent fixture of premium. When it was first released, they only promised it to us for a couple of months, but I believe it's permanent now, and it's got its own set of really nice prizes, including some really expensive stamps. Premium users now also have the ability to spin wheels twice a day and put their pets in the Neo Lodge for 90 days instead of 28, but those last two items almost aren't worth mentioning and should honestly be given out for free-to-play players, especially the Neo Lodge extension. Just give that to everyone. It's a quality of life update we all deserve. Last but not least, there was a large change to the Neocash buying process on site this week, and I think it's important to talk about because I think its impact might be bigger than you expect. For a very long time, there have been two ways to purchase your Neocash. First, you could buy it on site, which was always a bit glitchy, but it did come with a bit of bonus NC if you were buying larger amounts. Or you could buy Neocash card codes from various online vendors. The benefits to buying cards were pretty large. It was a lot less glitchy and clunky than the Neopets site. The prices were often better than buying Neocash on site. And for each NC card you redeem, you get 2 free gift boxes and a Neocash item. The Neocash item wasn't anything great, but it was good for using things like Upcycle cookies. Because of this, it was a no-brainer to buy your Neocash offsite using these cards. But a few days ago, Neopets made a big change that tipped these scales a bit. Now, in addition to the bonus NC you receive for buying bulk on site, you also get 2 different kinds of gift boxes and an exclusive mystery capsule that contains a brand new set of items that you can only get through buying your NC on site. Free boxes and free items for buying Neocash on site is a huge upgrade and makes it direct competition to the Neocash card sellers, which is the downside here. It's probably gonna have an impact on these vendors who make at least a little bit of their living selling NC. That is something I worry about, but maybe they'll be able to offer more competitive pricing to compete with these changes. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens. Alrighty, kiddos. I think I got through all the big changes we've seen on site over the last 2 months or so. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video was informative for those of you who needed a little catch up on the Neopets news without the AMA. I appreciate you a ton. You're all my favorite. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.